The use of alcohol and other drugs can have severe effects on driver performance. They slow reaction time, alter the perception of speed, and distort the amount of time needed to take an action. They also slow the thinking process, distorting the user's reasoning capabilities. Finally, alcohol and other drugs slow the user's physical capabilities, distort the use of all senses, and can cause temporary disability. Individual differences. It is difficult to determine exactly how alcohol will affect a person. People react differently at different times. Their mood or the occasion can make a difference. How fast they drink and how much food they have in their stomachs determines how they react to alcohol. Body chemistry, weight, and state of health also influence the effects of alcohol. Even the person's sex can make a difference. Females are usually affected sooner than males of the same body weight. At first, alcohol may appear to be a stimulant. This is because it depresses or reduces inhibitions. Often, people who have been drinking appear to be more outgoing than usual. As they begin to feel more secure and confident, their judgment skills deteriorate. People who have been drinking take chances that they never would under normal circumstances. Behind the wheel, this can be deadly. Avoiding and identifying drunk drivers. The basic way to minimize the likelihood of encountering drunk drivers is to avoid driving when bars are closing. That is when the most drunk drivers are on the road, especially on weekends. If you see a car drifting around in or out of its lane, moving too slowly or too fast, tailgating, or driving erratically, it's quite possible that the driver is drunk. They are certainly not in control of their vehicle and may even be so drunk that they are falling asleep at the wheel. The best way to deal with them is to get out of their path. At the earliest opportunity, call the police or highway patrol and notify them of the vehicle's description, including license plate number, location, and the driver's behavior. Alternatives to drinking and driving. No one has to drink and drive. If you do drink, then you should utilize a designated driver. It encourages one person in a carload of drinkers to abstain from drinking. The designated driver then drives everyone home. The payback is that many restaurants, bars, and other licensed establishments will provide incentives, such as free non-alcoholic beverages, to any designated driver who lets them know of their role. Of course, the best thing about having a designated driver is the ability to ensure a safe, good time for everyone. Other options are calling a friend to take you home, or a taxi. If the party is at a friend's or family member's house, arrange to sleep over. Other drugs can have a serious effect on your ability to drive. Marijuana. Even small doses of marijuana affect the concentration and judgment needed for safe driving. Those under the influence of marijuana also have impaired sensory and perceptual abilities. Stimulants. Cocaine and methamphetamines are common stimulants. Although the use of stimulants can keep drivers awake, it does not make them good drivers. In fact, it reduces coordination, increases edginess, and results in a short attention span and an inability to concentrate. This increases the likelihood of being involved in a collision by as much as 4 times. In addition, caffeine is a stimulant. Although caffeine can help drowsy drivers stay awake and alert, it has no effect on sobriety. Contrary to the popular belief that you can sober up a driver by giving him lots of black coffee, research shows that this is not the case. Tranquilizers and other sedative hypnotics. These drugs, including barbiturates, produce a calming effect on users and help them to sleep. They can have a very negative effect on your driving ability by causing drowsiness. Over-the-counter drugs. Many over-the-counter drugs also cause drowsiness, which can be harmful to your driving ability. It is important to always read the warning labels on any medication you take to ensure that it will not impair your ability to drive. You should not drive if you are using an over-the-counter drug that impairs your driving. Any drug. Any drug that you may take can impair your driving ability. If you take more than one drug, the combined effects can be even greater. If you have any doubts or questions about the effects of any drugs you are taking, you should consult your doctor or pharmacist.